Hey guys, and welcome to Machinecraft, where we're going to have a little look again at this game, because I've been going over the Steam forums and there's a few people out there that want English videos, or want people that speak English to make videos so they can understand how the game works. So I'm going to step forward and I'm going to hopefully make some informative yet enjoyable videos for you to all enjoy, I suppose. So first of all, I'm going to run through a couple of things that maybe not all of you know, so bear with me if you do know these things, but we are going to cover them anyway. We are going to start on the main menu screen, and this is where you have everything that you need for your files and things like that. So on the left hand side here we have create, and what this does is this will create a new file, so then you can start building a new machine. If you wish to copy the current machine, so at the moment we have parts mover, you press copy and you will get a copy of it, quite obviously. Delete, this will delete parts mover. If you click on load, it will bring you into this menu, and it will be, obviously you can see here I've made a few machines, so that's how you make new machines. If you click on samples, this is everything that the developer has put in the game to help us understand how things work. So if you were to click on one of these guys, like for example we've got parts mover, and then we jump into the build mode in a second, it will actually explain to you how everything on the bot works, and what different things, you know, what their different jobs are basically. If you click on option, again that covers your options, so that's where you do your key assignment. So if you want to change your keys, it's also got your camera control, which we will come back to in a second. You have your video. I have pretty much everything on. I turn bloom off because I don't like bloom. These are default settings, so it's up to you if you want to change them, but I've left these ones as they are. You have your sound settings, so they're all set like that, and you have your miscellaneous settings, so that displays the FPS counter in the top corner and also displays the text at the bottom that you can see changing, so that's helpful. And obviously quit is quit the game. Now assign I haven't actually covered yet myself, so we'll skip that one and we will go straight into the build menu. Now if we click on build, guys, it takes us into here. Now at the moment we have mouse control so we can look around, and we have W, A, S and D for forwards, backwards and strafe left, strafe right. Spacebar takes you up and left shift takes you down. Now if we were up here and we were looking at this and we wanted to go down there, I want to walk directly towards that side there, but it doesn't. It will walk forwards on the same plane. To get down to it you have to press left shift. Now for some of you this might be a bit awkward. I know for me it actually is. So we're going to go back out to the main menu by pressing tab. When you press tab you'll be greeted by this menu, which we will come back to in a second, but we're going to click exit. And when you exit, every time you exit it saves whatever's on your screen. So if you've changed a block or added a new thruster or something like that and you press exit, it's automatically saved. You don't have to, you know, save it yourself. We're going to go back into the option menu now though, because we're going to change the way the camera reacts in the build mode. So into options, into camera control, down the bottom here to walk, and you're going to click on it and you want to change it to fly. Click on exit and we come back to this menu. Now that has saved that, so we don't have to do it again. Click back into build, and now if I was to look at this side and press W, I actually move to where my crosshair is going. So wherever the camera is looking, if you press forwards, that is where you will move, guys. And the background's a little bit weird. Can somebody mod this please? Can we get rid of this? If there's anybody out there that does mods, can we have a different colour scheme please? Like maybe the frowning lizard logo everywhere. That'd be cool. But anyway, we're going to have a little look around this machine now, and we're going to press tab again. Now we press tab and this brings up loads of information. on the right hand side here we can see that we have loads of information, and it will tell you the length, the width, the height, how much it weighs, how many pieces of the machine there are in the body, so there's one body there, how many blocks it's got, if there's any implants in it, if there's any rotator speed, but we're going to call those movement rotators because how many thrusters you've got, how many AGDs, which are anti-gravity devices, how many wheels you've got, how many shafts you've got. Now a shaft is what wings are connected to, so if you want to make wings or propeller blades or anything like that, that is what you'd use for that. We have movers, which again is another building block. Then it tells you how many cannons, swords, launcher, a beamer and trackers you've got. Now a cannon, a sword, a launcher and a beamer are all weapons. The tracker is what you would use on the front of a turret so that the turret follows your camera movement, so that when you move your mouse and you look around, your turret and cannon assembly and turret will also move in the exact same direction. So we will cover that in a future episode, guys. We will build a 2-axis turret with tracker, so that will come up. It tells you how many lamps you've got, and then it will tell you what size tyres and what size wings you have. At the bottom here we have two other words. My English today is terrible, guys. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. But anyway, split is if there's any splits in the entire build. So if you accidentally delete a couple of blocks out in the middle and you end up with 2 parts, you will have a split down here and it will say 1. If you have a block that is slightly greyed out and flashing when you come into this menu, it will come up down here and it will tell you that it's an error. Now I'm not sure what each error is, but once I find out more I will obviously let you guys know. Now at the top here we have 4 options. We have form, sculpt, paint and setup. Now I will be going through those on the next video, and we will go through each one individually just so you guys get an understanding of what each one does. There is actually 5. There is a 5th one, but it is currently not unlocked, and I will also explain why it is not unlocked very shortly. If we continue down on the left hand side we have the interface. So if we click on the interface we can hide the crosshair, we can hide the angle, we can hide the roll, and we can also invert the mouse for when we are driving and also for when we are zooming. We also have sound, so you can change the sounds of the mover, so you have some sounds. You can change the sound of the thruster to make it sound like a jet. You can change the sound of joint TS, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. I select the sound of joints, so we can make it sound like a weird thing. You can enable the walk sound, the folding sound of the joints, and the stretch sound of the pistons. And if you've got a sound definition file, which I'm not entirely sure about this, I will look into it more, you can put your own sounds in it by the looks of it as well, so that's quite cool. You can also set the starting point of the current thing you're building, and it is on your camera. So if we go back into here and we move around, you can see our camera is there. If we go over here, press tab, set starting point, our camera is now moved over to here. And then if we go in front of it and look at it, we can set our starting point in front of it, and we are now back in front of it. So every time we go into build mode, this is where we will start. So we'll bring this screen back up. Next is import machine. So if you'd like to work on a different machine, you can click on that button and bring it in. Press tab to get out of these menus, by the way, guys. Then you have an undo, so if you were building and you did something wrong, you can quickly undo it, or if you delete something you can quickly redo it. You know, there's two different options there, or if you've undone loads and then thought, no, actually I liked it, you can redo it all. We have mirror options down here, which will give you a even mode or a left and right mode. So it depends on if you want to flip it from left to right, or if you want to have an even mirror line. So basically, if you were on one side and you clicked even, it would give you an even lot of mirror. But we will go through all of these options in a build vid, which will be coming out after this one. So we will skip past all of that. We then have a sign, and if you click on a sign, this will allow you to change all of your key loadouts, guys. So we have hover forwards, hover backwards, hover left, hover right, hover up, and hover down, and then it tells us which keys we're using, which is brilliant. And then if we want to hover sideways, it's Q. Don't know why we've only got one, but we'll bear with it. So we'll exit out of there, and that will, you can assign to each robot or each creation that you make, you can assign different keys for everything down the bottom here. We click on test, it will take us into the test mode, and the test mode is literally just you and one guy there, and you can just test out how quickly you can kill him. But we're not actually going to worry about that right now. We're going to exit out. Next we have challenge. Now challenge is what we are actually going to cover very quickly towards the end of this video, because you need to complete all 5 challenges to unlock expert mode. And once expert mode is unlocked, a few more things become more apparent in the game. So I'm going to do the first one, guys, so you get to see what it's like, and yeah, I wish you luck with them. So we're just going to quickly read through this. Mover is the most handy parts for moving. When installed on top of the core, it allows turning with the mouse. Otherwise, the first is for floating, the second is for moving, and the third is for speed up. Your machine can move freely only in 3 movers, like as this sample. Yes, it's Japanglish. In the case of default, keys for mover is common with the camera movement, but forward key can be changed by registering the action named hover F in a sign. Similarly, hover B, hover L, hover R, hover U, and hover D. In addition, corresponds to the on-off switch of mover in the action named hover SW. Okay, so it's an on-off switch. So, if you understood that, guys, brilliant. If you let us know down in the comments what that actually meant, because I have no idea, but we're going to jump straight into this challenge, and we're going to have a little look. Now, the task is to carry the green ball on the green floor. Hint: you can load the machine by pressing the load button in the main menu. Please refer to the machine that's in the samples folder. Press the usage button and display how to operate. Press the retry button to start over. And the reference sample is the parts mover. And that is exactly what we've got, guys. We have the parts mover. So now we need to jump up in the air, and it hovers, so that's quite nice. So we're going to go forwards and sideways and knock the ball. Can we knock the ball? I want to knock the ball. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 get down the hole, get down the tube, get down the tube. Yeah, we win. This is cool. We'll race it. Ha, I'm beating you, bish. What? What the bloody hell? Are you serious? Are you serious? Get up! Get up! Oh, almost had it. Okay, we need to retry. What's this do? Whee! Tab. Retry! Right, come on, let's be having ya. Go down. Oh, I get it now, I get it. Ah ha ha ha. It's only taken me 2 attempts. Let's quickly retry it. Right, guys. The red one goes down first. Get down the hole, you. Get down the hole. Uh-oh. Get down the hole. Oh, yeah. Haha, you're in the hole. Please work. Oh, yeah, it worked. Oh, that's cool, man. Woo! Cleared. So, guys, that's the first level. Lovely jubbly. Your machine is not suitable for the next one. Destroy the red box. Cool. Your machine is not suitable. Check the briefing again. Rah. Okay, chill. Blimey. Well, there you go, guys. That is how you do the first mission. That is a quick going over of the interface menu and what each thing does. I will bring you another short little video of me doing the other 4 challenges, and I will unlock expert mode. And when we come to look at the 4 buttons up the top, I should have a 5th, and we will go over everything in a lot more detail. So if you've enjoyed this today, guys, if you can drop a like down below, helps us out. It shows that these videos are popular and that I sort of know what I'm talking about. If you've got any comments, questions, messages or suggestions, again, if you want to drop them down below, I will do my best to get back to you. And until the next one, guys, see you later.